Game 2 underway. Dust is going to be on that Osiris Cyclone, is going to be on that Hombats. But look at this group up from Envy. They're all swinging around the left-hand side. This is going to be an invade.
It looks like it. They do have the Sobek to set up potentially Snoopy for a pluck as well. That's going to be a lot of chain CC, which also during the double chain CC, Keegan can get off a lot of damage with the silence as well.
Well, the disappointing thing is at the moment...
Look at their boots, though. They got Talaria boots and Traveler shoes,
and
one Sprint, one Curse, and 3 Sunders. This is definitely a strategy that they've been kind of experimenting with, I'm assuming.
Yeah, experimenting with, totally. Good way of putting that, my friend. Experimenting with. Well, we'll see how this experiment works out for them.
This is going to
either
work brilliantly or crash and burn right here.
One Curse, one Sprint, 3 Sunders.
I mean, in theory, this should work, right? Because you have a lot of chain lockdown CC, a lot of burst damage with the triple Sunders as well,
right now,
which will amplify the damage. And you have a lot of mobility with all the shoes.
You're too nice, Tony, because at the moment, all I'm seeing is they were salty after Game 1 and the situation there, and now they're trying something crazy for Game 2.
Well, I mean, if this works, if they can get all 3 kills in the dual lane position, then they're going to set themselves up really beautifully for the rest of the game.
And if they don't, totally, what's going to happen?
Then they're going to lose very quickly.
Well, let's find out. The buff has already been started, beginning to be started here at the back end. Immediately, they're going to charge in. Ionic going to lead the way. Is the sprint been pop check? No, it hasn't, but they've recognized it already, have Soar. They're already trying to run away here. The curse hits, but it was immuned immediately by Hurricane, and the pluck does not go through. Purification was used by Hurricane, and then we just return the damage from Stellar Burst, so this invade doesn't work. Meanwhile, they've not got a single buff in the jungle yet. 4 men now. 5 men still group in mid lane. They're not going to lane. They're still trying to pressure Hurricane in the mid, so Snoopy dives in deep. He's going to die to the tower there, and now on top of that, we're going to see Dust actually pick up first blood for them, but then...
During all that process...
Is that worth?
No, that was not worth, because during that whole process, speed buff and blue buff were taking from Soar, and now they pushed it out the solo lane, and now they're getting their own blue buff and speed buff in return. Now it looks like Envyus is still grouping up into the solo lane, where Baskin and Homie is currently level 2, just hitting at level 3 against 5 level 1s.
So 5 level 1s, there's Berserker Barrage doing a ton of damage against all the targets. So Bludgeon's going to hit 3 people and smash down 1. Well, he's going to get plucked around, and meanwhile, everybody else is continuing to farm up as Baskin's getting 4-manned at the moment. But Baskin's still alive, finds the second kill as well. Bludgeon again hitting 3.
Oh my God!
Another 1. All right, okay, yeah, I'm done. Like, I don't even know what Envy was doing there.
He just 1v4'd at the end there. He was level 3 against 4 level 1s after Homie Faye died, and now Baskin's in a position to just destroy in the solo lane.
Credit to Baskin for what he did there in that situation to be able to pick up the kill. Snoopy goes back in again, but this is farcical right now from Soar. They just started surrendering. Well, they surrendered as well.
I'm speechless. I'm actually speechless right now.
So, for you guys at home, I just want to apologize now for that set because I did not know about that, but that is atrocious. I don't even know where you come from or what you play, but that is just embarrassing to do that in a competitive game. Game 1, I completely understand the issues they had, but Game 2, doing that, I mean, I understand the joke around let's try and invade and do something funny, but throw your lives away and surrender in 1 minute?
Like, so the beginning of the strategy that they had, they wanted to invade red, and they disengaged beautifully, but then committing under that tier 1 tower was just suicide at that point. There was no reasoning behind it. That was very, like, unsportsmanlike the way they did it, because even though you lost that badly early on, you don't surrender right now. As Envyus right now, you have to have leadership within your team. You have to have somebody calling shots for your team to not allow stuff like that to happen, because competitively, that just looks disgusting personally. If I'm on that team, I don't want to play with that team for the rest of the season after that.
Completely understand your point of view of that one. Guys, just as a heads up for that, the admins are currently doing a ruling on this game at the moment. There will be information about that set that happened today, and an official ruling will be made afterwards to do with what the hell we all just witnessed. I apologize for that, because nobody wants to watch that. I apologize for wasting your time, and everybody else's too. However, we still have plenty more Smite action coming this week. It is the start of week 9, and we do have 2 more sets to bring you today. We're going to take a very short break and bring you set 2 of today.